The Enchanted Grove and the Midnight Visitors. Step into a world of timeless magic with Clara, Sam, and their loyal dog, Rusty, as they explore an ancient forest filled with secrets, riddles, and magical creatures. Inspired by beloved classic stories like Peter Pan, The Secret Garden, and Winnie the Pooh, this tale follows Clara and her friends as they stumble upon a mysterious grove that only appears once every 100 years. There, they must solve puzzles and befriend mythical beings to unlock its enchanting secrets before the grove disappears again. This unique, heartwarming bedtime adventure will whisk young listeners away to a realm of timeless wonder, friendship, and the magic of nature. It was a warm summer afternoon, and the air was filled with the sound of chirping birds and the rustle of leaves as the wind danced through the trees. Clara, Sam, and Rusty were exploring the farthest edge of the enchanted forest. They had heard whispers of an ancient grove that only appeared once every 100 years, hidden deep within the forest's heart. "Do you think it's real?" Sam asked, glancing at Clara. His eyes were filled with excitement, and he clutched his backpack tightly. Clara looked at Rusty, who was sniffing the air, his nose twitching with curiosity. "I think it's worth finding out," she said with a smile. "After all, the forest has a lot of secrets, and maybe today is the day we uncover one of them." Rusty barked in agreement, bounding forward, his paws rustling the grass. They followed a winding path, the sunlight filtering through the branches above, casting dappled shadows on the ground. The deeper they went, the more the forest seemed to change. The trees grew taller, their trunks twisted like ancient spirals, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. After what felt like hours of walking, they came across something peculiar. A cluster of ancient trees stood in a circle, their branches intertwined to form a natural archway. The archway glowed softly, as if inviting them to step through. "Look," Clara whispered, pointing to the archway. "This must be it, the entrance to the Enchanted Grove." Sam's eyes widened. "Wow, it's beautiful!" Rusty bounded forward, and with a deep breath, Clara and Sam followed him through the archway. The moment they stepped through, the world around them seemed to shift. The air sparkled with magic, and the grove was unlike anything they had ever seen. It was filled with flowers that glowed in every color of the rainbow, and tiny fireflies that floated like stars. In the center of the grove stood a magnificent tree, its branches covered in shimmering leaves that tinkled like tiny bells in the breeze. Beneath the tree sat an old stone pedestal with strange symbols carved into it. "What is this place?" Sam whispered, looking around in awe. Clara approached the pedestal, her fingers brushing over the carvings. "I think it's some kind of puzzle," she said. "Maybe if we solve it, we can discover the grove's secret." Suddenly, a soft voice spoke from above. "You are right, young ones. The grove holds a secret, but it can only be revealed by those who are brave and kind." They looked up to see a small creature sitting on one of the branches of the great tree. It was a fae, no taller than a squirrel, with wings like a dragonfly and eyes that shimmered like moonlight. "Who are you?" Sam asked, his voice filled with wonder. The fae smiled gently. "I am Sylvie, the guardian of the grove. To unlock the grove's secret, you must solve the riddle of the pedestal and prove your hearts are true." Clara nodded. "We'll do it. What's the riddle?" Sylvie fluttered down from the branch and landed gracefully on the pedestal. She traced her tiny fingers over the carvings, and the symbols began to glow. "Here is your riddle," she said, her voice soft like the wind. "I am not alive, but I grow. I do not have lungs, but I need air. What am I?" Clara and Sam exchanged a glance. They thought for a moment, and then Sam's face lit up with understanding. "A fire," he said. "The answer is fire." Sylvie clapped her hands, her wings shimmering with joy. "Correct! You are clever indeed. Now for the final part. To prove your kindness, you must help someone in need within the grove." Rusty barked and pointed toward a patch of flowers on the other side of the grove. There they saw a small rabbit, its foot caught in a tangle of vines. It looked frightened, struggling to free itself. Clara's heart filled with sympathy. "We have to help it," she said, rushing over to the rabbit. She knelt down, her hands gentle as she untangled the vines, freeing the rabbit's foot. The rabbit looked up at her with wide, grateful eyes before hopping away into the safety of the grove. Sylvie smiled, her wings fluttering. "You have shown bravery and kindness. The grove's secret is yours to see." With a wave of her hand, the great tree's branches parted, revealing a hollow in its trunk. Inside was a beautiful crystal. It glowed with a soft golden light, and as they approached, they could feel its warmth. "This is the heart of the grove," Sylvie said. "It is a source of magic, keeping the forest alive and beautiful. You have earned its blessing. Take this piece of the crystal with you, and it will always guide you back to the grove when you need it." Clara carefully took a small shard of the crystal, its light glowing softly in her hand. "Thank you, Sylvie," she said, her voice filled with gratitude. "We'll always protect the grove." Sylvie nodded, her smile warm. "Remember, young ones, the magic of the grove is not just in the crystal. It is in your hearts. As long as you carry kindness and bravery with you, the grove will always be with you." With that, the grove began to shimmer, and the world around them seemed to fade. In an instant, they found themselves back at the edge of the enchanted forest, the archway of trees now just a circle of ordinary trunks. Sam looked at Clara, his eyes filled with wonder. "That was amazing! I can't believe we found the enchanted grove." Clara smiled, her heart full. "It's real, and we were part of its magic. We'll always remember this day." Rusty barked in agreement, wagging his tail happily. As the sun began to set, they made their way back home, the shard of crystal glowing softly in Clara's hand. They knew that the magic of the enchanted grove would always be with them. A reminder of the wonders that could be found when they were brave, kind, and willing to explore the unknown. And that night, as Clara lay in her bed, she held the glowing crystal close, her dreams filled with sparkling groves, kind fae, and the magic of a world hidden deep within the forest. A world that she would carry in her heart forever.